Welcome to the Wednesday Social Volunteer Orientation video for 2026.
The Wednesday Socials is presented by the Arts Station, which is the home of the Fernie District Arts Council. The Fernie District Arts Council is a registered charity and non-profit organisation who is dedicated to providing arts and cultural opportunities in the Elk Valley. The Wednesday Socials is one of the many community programmes that we offer. It is a free, family-friendly event that welcomes both residents and visitors to enjoy live music. In order to keep the Wednesday Sociable accessible and free for all, we rely on a combination of grants, sponsorships, and alcohol sales at the event to cover our costs. We do not profit from the Wednesday Socials. Our goal is to simply break even and continue offering this much-loved event. Volunteers are essential to make this happen, and we're deeply grateful for your support and the time you give to our community.
Hello, this is Grace here. I am the Program and Events Assistant for Summer 2026. Just giving you an updated Meet the Team. We have Louise, our Executive Director, Alex, our Marketing Coordinator, Sarah, who is our Events Coordinator, Ray, who is our Sound Technician, and this year we'll have Annika joining us to run the Kids Tent. Some general information for this summer is we're going to run on Wednesday, July 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th, and August 5th, 12th, and 19th. The event time runs between 5:30 to 9:30-ish. Music starts at 6, and we're going to have 2 performers each week, as well as a resident DJ. Our lineup can be found on the website. Some general information to know is that entrance to the Wednesday Social is free, but ID is required for people who are interested in drinking. Drink tickets are for sale, and there is no outside alcohol allowed inside the event. No dogs in the fenced area as well, although service dogs are allowed. No smoking or vaping in the fenced area. And please come prepared for any kind of weather. The show goes on rain or shine. Kids must be monitored by their parents, including when they're at the kids' craft tent. Respect is very important at the Wednesday Social, and so we must be respectful to everyone in attendance, and they must be respectful to you. And we do have the right to remove anyone if they are not following the rules of the event. Some updated information for 2026 is we're going to try to keep all bike parking to the designated area on 6th Street. So no bikes are allowed inside the beer garden, and we also want to try to encourage people to not lock their bikes to the fence barrier so that when we go to put it away at the end of the event, we don't have locked bikes to it. This is also an area that we put our can and bottle recycling at the end of the event. It's at the back end of the art station closest to the tap house. We just put bags under the porch, and a little ferry comes and collects them for us. Something else new for 2026 is that we have hired Paladin Security to join us on Wednesdays. They're here to assist and support us if needed. They will be identifiable by their uniform, which is going to be a matching button-up polo shirt.
Health and safety is very important to us, and we want to ensure that volunteers remain safe. Please do not do anything that would be deemed unsafe, and if you do not feel comfortable doing something, please don't. There is a lot of heavy lifting at the event, so if you're asked to do this task, please get help with a partner. Make sure you're lifting with your knees, and if you cannot do any lifting, please let us know and ask staff for another task. As mentioned, the event is outside and runs rain or shine, so make sure you dress for the weather. Bring a sun hat, wear sunscreen, or bring a rain jacket. We recommend covered shoes. The only time the event is cancelled or postponed if there is really heavy rain or there is thunder and lightning. If it's during setup, we ask you to stop what you're doing and head inside the art station as the fencing is metal. During the event, leave everything except the cash box and head inside the art station. Announcements will be made to shut down the event. We want to make sure you're accounted for, so don't leave without checking in with someone. With a large crowd, health and safety is also important to all of our attendees. In an emergency, please do not hesitate to call 911. The location is Station Square, the block of 1st Avenue and 6th Street. We have first aid kits scattered throughout the site. This includes Noxalone kits. We also have an AED, which will be found at the ticket table, along with additional items such as an EpiPen. Staff do have their first aid certification. We do not tolerate any poor behaviour or harassment to any of the volunteers, staff, or attendees. Please report anything to the staff immediately. If it is an emergency, call 911. If there is a major emergency, which means we cannot congregate in the art station, please head towards City Hall where the second muster point is. This is 101 3rd Avenue. Now on to the volunteer roles. There are several different roles. Some of you will do multiple within your shift. This will be emailed to you, the timings when you should show up. When you show up for your shift, head in through the main art station entrance and then head to the cabin room. This is the staging area for 2025. In the cabin room, we have all of the things that we'll need for the event. First up, grab a t-shirt from the box. This is your t-shirt to keep, and then sign in on the Daily Shine-In sheet. Above it will be the schedule of where you are located. On the wall, we have a schedule of the whole event, so if you want to see what's coming next, look at the wall. On the table will be items that you might need. You can help yourself to. Each area has a bin, and in each bin is all of the items you need for that area. Other smaller items will be stored in this room, and this is where you will grab them from and also return them to. Bigger items are stored in the storage unit next to the art station. When you arrive for setup, which is a new time of 3 p.m., the storage unit will be open, and this is where we grab the fencing and large items from. Follow staff to put out the fencing to create the perimeter of the event. Next would be to set up the remaining tents, tables, chairs, and any other larger items outlined in this site map. If you are working the event, once you've signed in, head to the area where you have been scheduled. This will be the gates, the entrance or exit, or the tickets or beverage tent. At the entrance gate, you have to give everyone a wristband. Everyone must have a wristband. This is how we count people in. The white wristbands are for non-drinkers and under 19-year-olds. The coloured wristband is for drinkers. We must see ID to hand out a coloured wristband. It will be a different colour each week. The coloured wristbands must be put on by the volunteer to the attendee. They cannot do it themselves in case they give it to someone underage. The white wristbands can be put on by the parent. On the exit gate, we are looking to stop people from leaving the fenced area with alcohol. They are not permitted to do this. You can also not enter through the exit gate unless you already have a wristband. They get the wristband at the front entrance gate. Once they have received a wristband, they can come and go freely to access the washrooms and the food trucks. Next up is the ticket tent and beer tent. These are located together. Attendees have to purchase tickets to exchange for drinks. We take cash or card. We use Square Machine for card, super simple. If you head to the favorites, we have a Wednesday social button. All drinks are going to be $7 this year, the alcoholic drinks. So super simple, one type of ticket. We can also add a donation on at that point. We have changed this from tipping as it is actually a donation to our charity. So if someone asks, offer a donation option. Once they've paid, hand them the ticket. Like I said, one price. We're just going to have one ticket this year. General reminders, they have to be 19 plus and provided ID to drink. They'll have a coloured wristband after showing the ID, and they must have this wristband to be served alcohol. All tickets $7. They can buy as many tickets as they want, but there is no refunds. They can use the tickets in subsequent weeks. We will be serving Fernie Brewing Company beer, Dirty Laundry wine, and Lone Tree cider with different variations in each. Once they have their tickets, they can be exchanged for alcohol. Again, they must have a coloured wristband on to be served, and you must open the drink for them. They cannot take it closed. You can only serve 2 drinks at a time per person. Please do not overserve anybody, and if you need to cut someone off, please get a staff member for assistance. New this year, we have a walk-in fridge. This is located in the basement of the art station through the pottery studio. This means that we do not have to pre-chill drinks or take them outside. Once you're run out, we can just grab more from the cooler. For non-alcoholic options, we have the Fernie Brewing Company logo. We will also be serving bubbly this year. This is new. And finally, there is a water fountain on the side of the washrooms. Anyone can be served these non-alcoholic drinks. If they're wearing a white wristband, that's fine. If you see someone wearing a white wristband, however, that has an alcoholic drink, please let staff know. Final stage is the takedown. We start doing this before the event has finished, such as the kids tent. This can be packed down at 8:45. Once the tickets close, the ticket tent can then be taken down and excess alcohol can start being moved inside, garbage cans collected, etc. Staff will signal for when the fencing needs to start coming down, and it has to be after the majority of drinks have been consumed. We encourage the community to help. Fencing needs to go back to the storage unit. Staff will stack it inside to ensure it fits. Smaller items go back into the cabin room where they came from. Whenever your shift finishes, please remember to sign out. We want you to have fun volunteering with us, and we thank you for your time. Remember to grab your free t-shirt and get a free drink ticket at the end of your shift. This is thanks to Fernie Brewing Company. You can use a drink ticket after you finish your volunteer shift or on another week. You can also join us inside the art station at the end of the night to enjoy a beverage.
Hello, Grace again from 2026. Just another update. This year our volunteer shirts are going to have the art of Kevin Frank on them. He designed the poster and all the art for the Wednesday socials. So that's exciting, and we're also going to be selling these as merch. Thank you for watching, and we're looking forward to another great summer of Wednesday socials.